All right, I'm here. Actually, about 5 or 6 hours later than what I normally would be on a Sunday. The reason being, um, the reason being is because I almost skipped. Yeah, I actually almost skipped today's back workout. What is going on with my freaking music? Okay. Anyways, yeah, I almost skipped today's back workout because last, what was it? I think it was on back and bicep day. Um, I believe I was doing curls, and on one of the reps, I felt something in my neck. It wasn't. I mean, at the moment, I didn't think it was too serious, but I did feel something. Um, and then the next day, I remember I woke up, it was still there, and then it slowly got a little worse with each day. I just didn't say much. And then I woke up yesterday, actually, um, and I don't know if I tweaked it while sleeping or what, but it actually felt like it kind of transferred to my lower back, which usually anytime I had kind of back problems or pain, it was always on my left side. For some reason, it was on the right side this time. And it's not even pain. It's like the best way I could describe it is that it's like a pressure, almost like something is. I don't know if I'd say it's touching that shouldn't be, or just a pressure that shouldn't be there. Um, so so yeah, I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what? I will actually do something that I don't do a lot, which is just take an extra rest day. It wasn't gonna hurt. And then I was just sitting at home, bored as fuck, and I just couldn't help it. I had to come in here and do something. So I mean, what are the chances? It's a back workout, and that's what's bothering me. But we got enough machines here and enough variety of things that I can choose from that I think I can get a pretty good back workout. It might be lat centric and focused, but I'm definitely gonna have to, which kind of sucks. This would be the third workout in a row, but I'm gonna have to avoid any kind of bent over rows or anything like that. Um, Again, that sucks because that's one thing I've been, well, for one, for like 5 weeks straight, I was doing it every week, and I could really start to feel the benefits and everything. But yeah, I got to be smart here. Again, it's not even that bad, but I've had back problems in the past that were bad, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid getting to that place again. So I got to be smart, but I still want to get a workout in too. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now, but I can work around it. I've done it before, and I can do it again. So let me turn my bag around, get my Versa grips on, and there is a few things that what side is what here? I'm kind of scatterbrained right now. There is a few things that I want to address. Some change of plans. Nothing bad really, but yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Some change of plans that I got in place. Um, and one thing I want to address, just to be completely transparent up front, but I'm gonna save that for when I'm done. I want to have a good workout here, kind of clear my head, and I want to address those. It's at least a couple things that kind of tie together, but a couple things that have changed, I guess I will say, and just leave it at that. But anyways, um, yeah, let's just do the first set. I don't really know exactly how this is gonna go, so let me just start by doing one, and then I'll go from there. This is gonna be supinated, obviously, like always. I mean, not like always, but as of late, like always. Oh yeah, good first set. Nothing felt bad or out of place, or anything that was kind of a bad sign. So I'm thinking 3 or 4 sets here, like usual, and then like I said, my options are kind of limited today. I got to be smart, but there's enough here that I can get a good workout. That's all that matters. I grabbed this shirt because, well, it's been a while since I wore it, and my memory, I guess, served me wrong here because I thought it was more kind of cut out in the back, and I wanted to see my back working while doing these pull downs, kind of see what it looks like. And well, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna see much because the back just is not cut out like I thought it was. So, you know what I might do? I might actually lose the shirt for one of these sets. Maybe. I don't want to be. I don't like being that guy though. That takes your shirt off while he's lifting. Like, come on. You know what I mean? I guess you see what some people wear to the gym, and they might as well not be wearing any clothes. You know what I mean? But I don't like being that person. So I don't know. Let me just see how this one looks, and like I said, maybe we'll do just one set without the shirt. I don't know yet. I think one more will be good here. I thought this shirt would be kind of easy to get back on. Just being able to slide my arms in and out. That was not the case. The pump made it extremely difficult, which really, I mean, I shouldn't be complaining about. That's a good thing. But 4 sets, I'm already pumped. And another good thing, my lower back is really not that much of a factor, so I can keep it that way. That'll be awesome. But like I said, 4 good sets, man. I hope my back looks all right. And if not, oh well. That's why I'm here, to improve. So let's move on to something else. Man, I'd like to be able to do something different, but we'll see. I don't know. Well, that lighting on the lat pull down was not the best, but I got to look at it. I remember I've done that before. I mean, it's been fucking 3 plus years probably. But I mean, what do you know? It the light literally right above, the Smith shoulder press and lat pull down are kind of all right here by each other. The light right above all that is out. So I mean, I'm assuming that has something to do with it because it did look better the last time I did it. It was just you could see more. What I mean? That was just kind of course, the angle. I don't know. There's several things I did wrong there, but since that's the case, I'm gonna try to get something here. I might slide the shirt off real quick and try that again. I'm not gonna promise it's gonna be any better, but I'll try. What's that gonna hurt? Okay, that was not supposed to be every single set shirtless, but I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses. The lighting in this gym is just not the best. You know, you see the big name gyms in the big cities, they got the proper lighting, you know, and not that this lighting is even terrible. There's definitely worse, but again, it's not the best. So, would I like it to be that way? Yeah, but you got to play the cards you're dealt. So, I was just trying to find the best lighting here. Best way to do that is just do every set shirtless, I guess. The cool thing is, there's absolutely nobody in here, so I'm not really being that guy because there's no one in here. So I don't feel as bad. But yeah, that was good sets. I don't know how it looked, but let's do something else. Probably just one more exercise. All right, so I know I said I would avoid. Well, I'm surprised I stayed there. I know I said I would avoid any bent over stuff today, but I think, well, mainly if I just don't go too heavy here, which it helps that I've already done 7 sets with 2 drop sets. I'll probably just stick with 2 plates, and I might even go down after a couple sets. Might do a back down set. I mean, we'll see how it goes. But anyways, if I don't go too heavy and just focus on good control, good stretch, and a good squeeze, and make it intense in that way, I think it'll be good for me. Kind of get some blood to my lower back a little bit. I mean, obviously there's other factors and variables working, but when you kind of lock in place, your lower back is contracted, and there's a big factor in the stability department of this movement. So, and I think that'll be good for me. This is the real weight is only like, well, basically got to take 30 pounds off. So it's like 195 or something. I mean, not even cracking 200 pounds. I don't think I'm as close, but So yeah, I mean, it's not crazy weight, but with what I've already done and how my lower back is, it'll definitely get the job done. And like I said, I might even go a little lighter. So, anyways, let's do this first one. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. I think two more sets just like that. Ah, made my stomach hurt a little bit. That's when you know you're pushing. Oh, you're just really pushing it. Let's try a little drop set. I mean, I maybe had one or two more there, but I didn't need them. If nothing else, would have just made me pass out probably, which I guess is fine. Fuck, let's go pose, man. That's it for today. All right, it hasn't been much time really at all since the last set, so I'm still kind of breathing hard. But what do you say? It was back day, so I doubt I'll even do. I said this before, but I'm really gonna try to stick to it. I don't want to do any kind of front poses. Maybe a front double bicep because that kind of gets the lats in there a little bit, you know. But I don't know if I'll do that. But anyways, let's do some posing, and then I want to address a few things really quick. So I think about right there. All right. I know there wasn't a lot there, but with that slight pressure, jeez, that slight pressure in my lower back, it makes it even kind of hard, honestly, to do some of those poses. So uh, I did what I could there. I think that's it for today. But except for one thing, I can't believe people put plates back like that. Um, so very quickly, I will say the bodybuilding show at the end of this year is going to be pushed back. I talked to someone in here. Well, let me say why. Mainly because I couldn't find any shows close to Missouri. I mean, maybe some of you can, but at this point, I've already kind of made up my mind. So, but yeah, the closest one was like maybe in Illinois, but it was like a 4 or 5 hour drive. And I talked to someone in here that said next spring there's an amateur show in Kansas City, Missouri, I think, which is only like a 3 hour drive. And that's next spring. That's not, we're already creeping up on fall. That's not super far away. I mean, that gives me, I mean, depending when in spring, that gives me September, October, November, December, a minimum of 8 months. Um, so basically, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, one, I'm going to start doing, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me say this. So, like, for the past 5 or 6 weeks, I've kind of known that I've changed my plans. I'm not going to do a show at the end of this year, but I've kept it close to the chest, close to just me, just in case I did find something, but I haven't. Nothing that nothing that I feel I want to do that's close enough for me to do. And maybe I'm just being too picky. I need to kind of just dive in. I get that. Some of you probably screaming at the screen, but so and it, knowing that the past 5 or 6 weeks, I've been kind of posting my videos as if I'm still cutting. I'm not. It's been about 6 weeks now. My cheat day has extended to a whole cheat weekend, almost 3 days. I've been getting complacent, sloppy. But on one hand, I figured I had 8 months. So these next 4 or 5 months, I might try to put on some good weight. I want to be specific when I say good weight because, like I said, I've been getting sloppy and complacent, and I don't like that. My waist, I've noticed, is getting soft. We'll just say that it's getting soft, and I don't like that at all. I still have my abs; they're still visible, but for me to sit here and keep claiming I'm cutting, it's bullshit. Just straight up. I need to kind of call myself out on it. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm not cutting no more. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I really want to clean up my diet. Not a cut though. This is not going to be a cut, and I wouldn't even call it a clean bulk. I still might be in a slight deficit. I mean slight. But I just want to mainly clean up my diet. I might afford myself one cheat day. Seriously, this time just one. But yeah, just clean up the diet and try to tighten up. If nothing else, like I said, I'm not cutting. I'm not gonna try to lose significant weight here. But if I could just tighten up my midsection, when I say I'm not trying to lose weight, but when I say tighten it up, that means maybe losing 5 to 10 pounds, but nothing crazy, you know. But in doing that and in saying that, I want to put on more muscle. That's everyone's fucking dream, right? I mean, that's like the number one thing people probably say. I want to lose fat while putting on muscle. But here's what I'm thinking: if I clean up my diet, increase the protein way high, put me in like a 200 calorie deficit a day, nothing crazy. I think I think that's doable because I've been seeing improvements in my back and my legs, my chest, even with my diet the past 6 weeks being kind of sloppy. So I think it's definitely doable. And then once that's done, next spring I'm planning on doing that show in Kansas City. Unless this guy that told me in here was wrong, I really need to do my own homework on that. But that's the plan. So things have changed, probably for the better. Because I just don't think, if nothing else, I don't think mentally I was in the right place to do my first. Like this could be my first show. I want to. Well, you compete to win. I was gonna say maybe not even winning is the most important thing, but you compete to win, right? So I want to make sure I do everything I can and I'm not sloppy and I'm not coming from behind. I feel like if I would have started cutting now, like I said, I'd almost be coming from behind trying to play catch up. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too, like I said, too picky and overthinking it. But I would rather overthink it than underthink it. If that makes sense. So yeah, that's it, man. I hope I kind of made that as clear as I could. I'm kind of scatterbrained at the moment. I got a lot of things I'm thinking about. You can't tell. But yeah, good back workout. I hope I got some good poses. I didn't go back and look when I got done. So yeah, that's it, man. Tomorrow will be chest again, and it'll be the start of a new phase, which is cool. That's always exciting. Yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna do some cardio. Start of this new phase. I'm gonna try to nothing crazy, just like each day, not each day, but on the day that I don't do my ab training, which is I only do abs twice a week now. That's all you need though. You kind of get the abs to pop whenever you dice up and cut up. So on the days I don't do my ab training, I'm gonna do cardio. Like I said, not to the extent of as if I'm prepping for a bodybuilding show, but 10 to 15 minutes of good cardio 4 times a week just to kind of keep it in there. keep me true and honest. That's what I'm gonna do. So, but yeah, we'll go do some cardio and then be back tomorrow for chest.